Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clayton. Also, check me out on Uneducated Network, both channels on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. That being said, we are having our predictions for week 6 of the NFL season. It is hard to believe we're already 6 weeks into the season. It's going by too fast. Stop it. But we've had a crazy year so far, and our predictions last week, week 5, we went 12-3. Finally, a good, a decent record we've had. So that bumps our total to 45 wins, 31 losses, and just 2 ties. It's tough to say that because I get a feeling we'll have more ties by the time the season is over with. I don't like that. But let's get to our week 6 predictions. Start with the Thursday night football game. We have the Philadelphia Eagles visiting the New York Giants, and this is going to be a very good divisional game. And I hate to see divisional games played on a Thursday because you don't get the best from the division. I'd rather see 2 different teams from different conferences or different divisions face each other on Thursdays. But nonetheless, it shall go on. The Giants and the Eagles, and I got the Giants in this one by a score of 21-17. I really think that the Eagles offense is struggling mightily. They can't get things going, and Jay Ajayi being hurt, the news that's coming up, that's very tough, and Jason Peters' status is still up in the air, the left tackle, so I think it's going to be a very tough road for Carson Wentz and company. If Carson Wentz was Carson Wentz of last year before the injury, I would have a no-brainer about last year and this year, but I think the Giants will put up just enough points, play just enough good defense to win this game at home, 21-17. The Buccaneers visit the Atlanta Falcons. We got the Falcons win this one 38-17. They're at home, they're on the turf, they're going to put up points. I don't think Jameis Winston is going to put up the kind of yardage or have the kind of plays that Ryan Fitzpatrick has. Those big plays, throw it deep down the seam routes. I don't think he's going to do all that. I think he will struggle in this game just to put up points. But, they should because it is that Atlanta Falcons defense. But I'm still going with 38-17. I think the Falcons put enough pressure on him to cause a few turnovers, and they win this game. They need it bad. Both teams need it bad. With this loss, especially from the Falcons, their season could be over with already. And as a Falcons fan, you do not think they would be 1-4 at this time for sure. And for damn sure 1-5, you ain't coming back from that. So Falcons fans, you got this victory 38-17. Let's go with the Chargers at the Browns. And yes, Baker Mayfield is doing this thing, and I do love it, but I think the Chargers are going to play better at the road, on road. Because when you play at home and it feels like a road game, it's like, come on, man. We'd rather be on the road then. I think the Chargers play very well against the Cleveland Browns, but do not underestimate this Browns defense. They could easily win this game. Baker Mayfield is going to be a great quarterback in my opinion, but I had the Chargers win this 27-16. They put Baker Mayfield in just a few problems, and I think the Chargers scored enough points where the Browns cannot come back. Colts at the Jets. We also what happened with the Jets at home last week when they demolished the Broncos. Yes, I'm feeding off of that cheese. And I do think that the Jets will defeat the Colts at home by the run game once again. If they can ground and pound against the Broncos, they for damn sure going to do it against the Colts. I have them beating the Colts by a score of 30-28. It's going to be a tough battle. The Colts do score points, but they always score points. But I don't think they'll still win this. It's going to be a tough season for the Colts. If the Jets win this, they're 3-3 and right in the thick of things in the playoffs. I did get the Jets, I believe, 9-7 this year. That might not happen, but I do like their defense and I like their running game. If they can continue bringing both of those at home in this game, they will get a victory over the Colts. Seahawks and the Raiders, they're playing in London right now. Not right now, but they will be playing in London on Sunday, and it's going to be regular time, so I'm happy to hear about that. But this game is very interesting. I had the Seahawks winning this game by a score of 34-24. I think the Seahawks will run the ball on the Raiders, and I think the Raiders are just out of funk now. It sucks the way they're losing, and you got to travel to London when no one really likes traveling to London, to be honest, and it's going to be a tough trip for them. So I think Seattle's had a great loss coming into this game, and the Raiders had a horrible loss. 2 different things. I think Seattle's more pumped. There's no home field advantage. I think Seattle's a better team. They win 34-24 by the running game. We have the Panthers at the Redskins. And I have the Redskins beating the Panthers by a score of 17-15. It's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a defensive battle. I cannot wait for this game. I want to see this game personally, so I'm ready for that. My Saints are on a bye week, so I'm not too focused on the Saints this week. The Redskins, after that big-time beatdown from the Saints, I think they'll be more focused at home. Carolina Panthers don't really scare you on offense, so I think that they'll do just enough on defense and offense to beat this Carolina Panthers team. Bills at the Texans. The Bills come off a great victory over the Titans, but that will be short-lived because I think when you go to Houston on that turf. Now, we've seen this happen before when the Bills went into Minnesota and demolished the Vikings. Can it happen in Houston? I'm thinking not. I'm really hoping not, but this Bills team has surprised me before. So I'm going with Houston to win this by a score of 31-12. I think Deshaun Watson, he's got to have a breakout party soon, right? Like just one of those dynamic 400-yard passing games. I think it happens in this particular game. And Hawkins is just the man among boys, pretty much. We have the Cardinals at the Vikings. We have the Vikings win this one 30-24. It will not be an easy game. I think the Vikings defense is back. I think the Cardinals will actually put up points. The last rookie that played against the Vikings, that guy actually won the game in Josh Allen. I think that Josh Rosen will put up points in this game. They do lose 30-24 to the Vikings, so the Vikings got to get things rolling on defense. If they can get things rolling on defense just a little bit, this team is going to be really freaking good. Steelers at the Bengals. We have the Steelers coming into Cincinnati, and Cincinnati is hot right now. They're the beloved team of the AFC right now. They're 4-1, but I think reality will sink in. The Steelers team will come in and sneak a victory over the Bengals. They always seem to do that against the Bengals anyway, kind of tear their heart, whether it's playoffs or a big game. I think this is considered a big game because the Pittsburgh Steelers lose this game, they're kind of falling into that mid-tier, we don't know what we want to do kind of thing. And I think the Bengals are not really that good, to be honest. On both, the defense is good but not great, and their offense is good but not great. So I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will find a way to win this game. It'll be a tough matchup, a lot of hard hitting. I'm excited for this game. But we have the Steelers winning 28-25. Bears at the Dolphins. Yes, the Bears are the most feared defense right now with Khalil Mack doing his thing. 4 straight games. They're coming 3-1. If the Bears can get this game on the road against the Dolphins team that I believe lost to 2 really, really good teams in the Bengals and the Patriots back-to-back. But at home against a Bears team who offense doesn't scare anybody, I think the Dolphins will come out and actually win this game by a score of 22-13. And Khalil Mack, although will have a great game, it's going to, they'll suffer another loss and go to 3-2. But the Bears, if they can prove that they can win this game, this team is very interesting. Defense and a running game will go far. Any way you play, I promise you. So we had the Dolphins winning 22-13. Next, the Rams and the Broncos. The Rams had a great victory on the road against the Seahawks. And they'll face another tough-nosed defense on the road against the Denver Broncos. This Broncos offense has to put up points against the Rams. If not, the Rams showed they could put up 33 in Seattle. I got them putting up 34 in Mile High and winning 34-24 against a Broncos offense that's not really going to scare anybody. Let's just be honest. I have the Rams. They're just stacked on offense, man. And Jared Goff, he's shown why he's the #1 pick of 2 years ago. So, wow, what a transformation. This Rams team is just the hottest team going on, especially them and the Chiefs. We'll find out what's going on at the end of the day. So, Rams beat the Broncos 34-24. Let's talk about the Ravens and the Titans. Every time I think of Ravens and the Titans, I think of Eddie George versus Ray Lewis. Those guys colliding for a great tough-nosed matchup. Well, guess what? In this game, we're getting the same thing, but 2 different guys hitting each other. We're getting the Ravens winning in Tennessee 16-10. A tough-nosed, run-it, kind of hard knocks game. I got it, Ravens squeaking out a victory. The Titans are Jekyll and Hyde. The Ravens are Jekyll and Hyde as well. We don't know which team's going to show, but I do believe it's going to be a defensive matchup in this game. Both teams play pretty great defenses, and both Ravens have a decent offense, but the Titans are kind of lying in there. So I got the Ravens winning 16-10. Jaguars and the Cowboys. Another low-scoring, hard-hitting game. I cannot wait for this game as well. Too bad Little Fournette has been ruled out against the Cowboys. We have the Dallas Cowboys winning by a score of 17-13. I think Dallas Cowboys take care of business in a low-scoring, hard-hitting, my kind of game Defense. I love when I saw the Texans versus the Cowboys last Sunday Night Football. That was amazing. Now we're going to get Jaguars at the Cowboys, and this is going to be a great game. I think the Cowboys will come out victorious by a score of 17-13. Chiefs at the Patriots for Sunday Night Football, and I think this is the biggest coming out party for Patrick Mahomes you will ever find. I think he goes out there and tears the New England Patriots up. But there is one team that can kind of psychologically get him out of his head. It is the New England Patriots. But man, I've seen this guy play in Denver in Mile High Stadium on Monday Night Football. I've seen this guy play against the best defense against the Jaguars last week and dominate both games, dominate all the games pretty much. This kid isn't going anywhere. I am on the bandwagon of Patrick Mahomes. I have him beaten the New England Patriots by a score of 38-24. I do think they will put up points at the points in this game. And I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Everybody healthy right now. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. These guys are going to continue to score. And once they get a lead, that defense is going to be humming on Tom Brady, but never underestimate the Patriots and what they can do. So this will be the game of the week. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady, who will win. I cannot wait to see this game. And last but not least, the San Francisco 49ers are visiting the Green Bay Packers. We had the Packers win this game 35-20. I think with Randall Cobb maybe coming back now, they're kind of getting healthier on offense again. No, Aaron Rodgers had to see his guys. He's got to see Devontae Adams. He's got to see Cobb. But you know that the loss of Jordan Nelson is kind of hurting this team. They aren't in sync on offense like you would hope or you would like. And of course, it hurts when your kicker misses 1,000 kicks in one game. That hurts because they could have easily beaten the Detroit Lions. The Lions did everything to let them back in this game. But Aaron Rodgers at home against a very depleted 49ers team. Their defense is pretty good, but their offense is not good. And you got to score points to beat the Green Bay Packers. That were not happy with C.J. Beathard as their quarterback. So I'm going with the Green Bay Packers to win 35-20. And that are my picks. So I'm pretty sure I feel confident. Just like last week, I went 12-3. Just like this week, I believe we'll go, 15-0. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15 games. 15-0. I have to. I think we'll do that. But stranger things have happened, right? So please like and subscribe. Please comment down below. How do you guys feel about this week's matchups? Who is your team? Who are you rooting for? Comment down. Tell me about a match that you think, and I will give you my answer on how I feel. Why I gave the wins and loss to a certain team. So please like and subscribe to Uneducated Sports Talk and Uneducated Network. I'm your host, Clayton. That being said, sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.